Hi, this is Greg, and today I'm going to walk you through real easy how to complete the account verification. So typically, if you start with a free trial, you'll be assigned a toll-free number, which is free to register, no additional monthly charges. That's why most of my customers will go with the toll-free, at least initially. Um, during the trial period. And then later, if you want to switch to local number, you can. But when you log into your account, you'll see this pop up, right? That says account verification is needed. Now, you can either click this link, or if you had closed it, you're going to see this big red button that says verification required. So, you won't be allowed, and you can see your number has been assigned, and if you click manage numbers, you'll be able to see that number, but you won't be able to send text until you have clicked verification required, fill out the form for the carriers, and the carriers approve your application. So just to show you what it looks like, if you were to click verification required, I'm going to show you, here's an example of one that, a test one that I've completed for you. It's going to ask you for your business name, and this needs to be your legal business name as shown on your tax documents, your W-2s, and the address should match the business name that's shown on, your W-2s, and because it will be verified with, the government records. And they're going to ask you for your monthly texting volume that you anticipate. And this form, again, is not required by TextP2P. It is required by the wireless cell phone carrier. So AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, all of those guys have gotten together and created a consortium. And they said that, every single business, every single person who wants to do texting through an application like TextP2P is now required to get registered. And that's obviously to cut down on spam and fraud and other things. So you can see up here that the process typically takes 1 to 2 weeks to get approved by the carriers. And during that time, you won't be able to send any messages until you've been approved. Okay. So anyway, if you keep going, they're going to want a contact information, and that's typically the person that's filling out the form, your email address. And I can tell you, if you have a non-Gmail or, a non-free email address, you should definitely use it, right? Same with a website, right? It should match the business name. That they're going to be looking for, all of these keys that will help you get approved quicker. Does your business name match your website? Does it match your, your email? Things like that. Then they're going to want, what type of campaign are you doing? So, is it customer service? Is it marketing? Is it, two-factor authentication, whatever. So market here, I chose marketing, right? And basically I just copied the example here and to the campaign description, but they want to know, like, what kind of texting are you going to be doing? What are all the different forms of texting that you're going to be doing using this account? And they want to see a sample message. So, I just kind of took this sample message, changed it a little bit. But whatever sample message that you would typically be sending, it's a good idea just to add this reply stop to opt out for the carriers, just to, be compliant and make them happy. Um, so I recommend doing that, at least in your sample message. It's not required on, every message that you send out from TextP2P, but for the application, it's a good idea to put it. Then they're going to want to know, this is the most important thing, is your consent, right? How do users get consent? Because consent is required for, this type of texting, that people have opted in to receive text messages from you prior to you sending them the very first message. So there's different forms, and you can, in the drop down, you can see there's verbal, web form. Web form is typically the most common. There's a paper form. People could fill out a paper form and consent. There's, opt in by a keyword, or a QR code. But and there's different rules and examples of each of those. Then here's additional information, which is optional. But here's a little more information. They're going to want to see a screenshot of the process, right? And so if you're doing verbal, they want to see you're going to upload a Word document of the script. Okay, here is what we say, where we say, hey, Mr. Customer, do you agree to receive text messages from Acme Corp? And then, the next set is the customer says, yes, I agree to that. And then the rep says, great, you can opt out at any time by replying stop, and data rates may apply and frequency varies, right? That's the type of script that they're going to want to see in a Word document. A web form. Basically, you can copy this and put it on your contact us page. By providing your phone number, you agree to receive text messages from your company name, right? And you may opt out at any time by replying stop, and message data rates may apply, frequency varies, right? So they're going to want to see something similar to that. So you can see I created, a contact form here and put that information right at the top of it. And that's actually the one from TextP2P, but it should be from your website, your web page. You could also do a paper form, and then you would want to upload the Word document or scan a copy of it, or PDF or whatever. But basically, it needs to kind of look like a web form where people enter their name, their phone number, and it has the same verbiage on it that people agree to receive text messages from you. It could be a checkbox as well, where they agree to receive messages, and then they sign it, right? Sign and date, typically on a paper form. And they want to see that. Now, if you want to do by text message, they want to see the actual graphic that you're putting, in your window, or putting on your business calendar, or the QR code. They want to see that. And it should say, what are they opting into? How many messages per month? What do they get for opting into this, right? Typically you're not just going to say text sign up to 55512 whatever, right? You're going to say text, sign up to whatever number to receive, weekly updates from Acme Corp, and stuff like that. So, if you click on this help page link right here, it will give you examples of everything here. So, you could check that out. But you're going to browse, you're going to take a screenshot, right? And you're going to browse, you're going to upload it, and you're going to attach it. And then check the box that you agree that everything is accurate. And then you're going to submit it for review. And when you do that, you're immediately going to receive a text message that is sent to this person's number, and it's for ID verification. And you're going to have to take a picture of yourself, take a picture of your driver's license. It's going to verify that you are who you say you are, and then we'll review it and we'll approve it. And we'll also review all of your information that you've entered. If there's any errors that we see, we'll reject it and email you back. Typically within 24 hours. If we don't see any problems at all, then we will submit your application to the wireless carriers for approval. And it will go into an in review status at that point. And at that point, if you go to your homepage, you'll see it's no longer a red button, it's a blue button that says verification in review. Now, this process currently takes, 1 to 2 weeks to be reviewed by the carriers. Sometimes it's within a couple days, and sometimes it takes longer. So once you have been approved, this button will go away. You'll see that, these are populated with, unlimited. You'll have unlimited daily limit that you can send, or basically you should send whatever you put in the form. Um, but you also receive an email notification that you have been approved. If you have been rejected for any reason, you'll also get an email with the rejection reason and how to fix it. And you'll typically have 7 days to get that resubmitted. Um, so that's basically it. So, filling out the form is pretty easy. The opt-in, screenshot or whatever, you may require an update to your website if you don't have that already. But once you do that, typically within a couple days, you'll get approved and then you can start messaging. So it's that simple. If you have any questions, please let us know. We're here to help at TextP2P. Thanks.